Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff.
On roads and streets of Britain, hidden in the gardens, stored away in dark garages, and even sitting quietly in the back of vans, a little known passion called Stoxkarts.
Oh, hello! So yeah, let's not beat about the bush, it's been a while since our last video. It's now 2026, not 2025, but this is our season review for what went on in the season 2025. Thanks for watching.
You might be thinking why I was starting the review of 2025 with the big crash that ended our 2024 season. Well, obviously we were renting a cart, as you can see that is not our car, and we did a lot of damage to it. We actually got such a hit on the roof that the rules and regulations had to change for added strength to the roofs. So the damage of that had to be placed, and this was ours after getting this smashed up at Cowden Beath. So we ended up this season of 2024 with 2 broken carts. One of them was ours, one of them wasn't. The implications for 2025 before we even started was all the sponsorship money was gone in just fixing these 2 carts.
So yeah, so the season started with plenty of this and even more of this. But we finally got both carts fixed and our cart in a racing position. Fortunately by then we had missed both Buxton, Aldershot and I think another one.
Come down to the famous wall that Chris always seems to do all his videos at. Well, always walks down here. So long story short, after many ups and downs, we finally got to our first race meeting, which was at Buxton.
Race 1 in sunny Buxton, keep it short and sweet. practice. We're always going to be a practice, really. The kart doesn't feel anything like ours. The pedals are in a different place and everything. I think we got better later in the meeting, in the race. So we'll try and probably tweak a few things based on how they would have been at the end. But pretty bang average. I think we finished outside points. Anyone's guess because the transponders aren't working. But yeah, it's going to take some getting used to. The track's different as well. But yeah, that's the first race. Let's see how we go second. Me and my red wall. So yeah, that was the first races of the season, Buxton. What we actually ended up having to do is we actually ended up having to go home. So all the kart was new to us, the new chassis bottom and everything. We didn't realise that it wasn't very comfortable to race in. We couldn't press the brake and the accelerator properly at all. So we had to take it home and sort out all the pedals. We then got back for the Monday, but unfortunately it was raining. Not going to lie, I don't care what people say, our karts just don't race very well in wet. I don't like it, which makes me a worse driver in it as well. So we didn't have a really good day. After Buxton, 2 weeks later, we then went to Skegness. We've not got any footage from Skegness. Our vlog is on there for you to see. But Skegness was pretty bang average as well. We got a couple of points at Skegness, but we really came away from both Buxton and Skegness after spending all the winter fixing a couple of karts, absolutely downhearted and feeling like we were getting nowhere. We were like novices again, and they were the words that we'd used. So after feeling dead frustrated and smashing a computer up, we got a great offer from Gaz and AJ anyway to take this heap of junk away and have a look at what was wrong with it. Couldn't say no, could we?
To AJ Hemingway had obviously come back racing this year full time after doing his yellows at Bradford. He'd already helped out on and off a few times, as you can see here, but instead of mixed it up with the stars, he decided that he was going to give us a bit of a hand. He'd done it for years and had been a British champion. Turned down for this, he's a town fan.
So it did mean that after Skegness we did miss another Hendersford and a Buxton. But we were back with a decent kart, we thought.
Allow me to show you something.
We've got a fantastic delivery in the post today. So let's see what we've got today. What have we got? Power maxed. So we've got. So the question was, why had we got this package? Well, some good news in the break, and while the kart was off the road, Power Maxed had agreed to become suppliers of our products for the year in exchange for us becoming an ambassador. We had just taken on the track card at this point, so as well as doing the stock carts, we were also doing track racing, and obviously we had a good existing relationship with Power Maxed. So hopefully the kart was sorted now, and we had some good news with Power Maxed. So our next race after getting it fixed was now Bradford, and this would be our first gold top qualifier. Everyone else was already on their fourth. This would be our first, and we returned to the scene of what went pretty much wrong at the end of 2024. So as you can see from the video, obviously whatever AJ did certainly worked. First heat, we came away with the victory on the 1st of June. What then continued was we were leading in the second race, doing really well, up in the top three. We ended up getting hit a little bit and just ending up, I think around about 5th or 6th, if I remember off my head. Then the big race was the British, and we had actually qualified really well for the British, which we always qualify really well for. One of the races of the seasons for me, we were up in the top three most of the race, me, Lloydie, I think it was little Freddie Holden, and we were just banging and bashing all the way to the end. Unfortunately for me, I ended up getting spun, but we had that much pace. Even after being spun, we managed to get back to 5th, so we finished the British the same day in 5th. So overall, our first races back at Bradford went down a peach. absolute treat. Got some really good results at our favourite track. So the monkey was off us back when it comes to Bradford. So after Bradford, it meant that we decided it was a good idea to book in for Cowdenbeath. Long journey to Scotland.
It is 17 Stoxkart who takes the win. Touchdown Ben, but Duddy himself is out wide, and that's allowed the goal top up and into Chris Thompson. Well done to Chris.
So yeah, that was Cowdenbeath. Got a first. Didn't quite get the trophy back in one piece, like as you can tell. And then we got the third in the Scottish Championship. But after that, we had a bit of a rest and we missed a couple of races again. Not my finest hour either, because we were on a roll and there was a regulation issue and it meant that we had to unbook from Skegness that followed Cowdenbeath. So obviously, our last Stockkart race for quite a while, we're just getting ready to do another one. During that, there was basically a bit of an issue with our roof and some certain regulations that we couldn't race because the roof had got a couple of bits mixed up. Just to swapping it now, getting sorted now. Like I say, thought it was a bit OTT. End of the day, it's budget racing. It's good to race. There were no safety issues or like that. But I just thought I'd show everybody the kind of idea of what actually was wrong and how much different it was. So we've got the proper panels versus our panels now. So they're the original panels that we had, and then the new ones are here. So if we put the new one there, put the old one next to it, you can see that bit there is the difference. We'll do the same here. Put this one in front, and that bit there was the difference. You can see it's the same everywhere else. So yeah, seems minor. I guess rules are rules, but it was a little bit annoying, and it's not like aluminium's cheap these days. So we'll get these sorted now, get them painted up, get them re-stickered. By the time we've done, should be ready to go. But yeah, the life of racing.
From forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life.
So yeah, it's a good job that we're done in tongue-in-cheek, because I'll be honest with you, the next Buxton we went to was absolutely crap. The new track layout doesn't suit what I like. It makes the carts bounce more than ever, and we'd not liked the previous Buxton, but we thought now the cart was set up, it would be a lot better around there. We still found it really tough. We got a lot of bounce, we got a lot of aggro, we got involved in a couple of tit-for-tat bumps that were nothing to do with us, and unfortunately we came away with Buxton, I think with a few points, but we really didn't enjoy it. What made it worse as well is after Buxton, we had a decent sized gap as we were taking the car to track racing for a start off. So our next race after Buxton, which was the beginning of July, wasn't then until the end of August. So we would then have a big gap in racing. Then you paint it yellow. Oh, sorry about that, yeah. So this vlog is racing, but not like our normal racing. Yep, we've got another track day, and this time our car looks very different. We're here and set up. We've got the race wheels on there now. This is the new look. So overall, obviously carbon wrap to cover a lot of the shitty yellow paint up. Sponsors, as always, are on here, but we've got side skirts, a lot lower than they were. Archers, two reasons. The archers were a bit dodgy, so we've rubbed them down and put them on. Plus, it allows us to put bigger wheels on. We've redone the front splitter to where we actually flat. That was a bugbear of ours. Plus we've got more aero there. Bonnet vents, they are there for a reason. Obviously we've got the ducts. I think they're a bit OTT, but they do get air to the brakes, switch the brakes. We've had refurbed calipers and drilled and grooved discs. We've got a Highland cow, obviously that always helps. Again, same at the rear. Spoiler, which I wanted to go big and stupid. Cara toned it down. I've gone like that and Cara thinks it needs to be bigger, so let's see. Air on back to let air through, back bumpers. Still need to do that bottom bit. That bottom bit's doing nothing. And that's about it. So obviously I've swapped the... It's early morning, Saturday, bank holiday weekend, and this weekend we're racing in Skegness. We're doing Sunday and Monday at Skeggy. Caravan racing, stock carts, bangers, and there is a little thing called a monster truck. So in the lead up to our race back at Skegness, the news came out that PowerMax had actually had quite a big fire. Now obviously we were ambassadors for PowerMax, they previously sponsored us. We used to sell their products when we had our own business and had a really good working relationship with them. A lot of the people had left over time, don't get me wrong, but Adam Weaver, who actually owns PowerMax himself, had always been dead helpful when we had his own business. We did a few VIP days together. And we sold quite a lot of their products. We still sell it now at Motor Parts Direct, to be honest, and obviously we were an ambassador. So with Skegness coming up, we've decided to do something just a little bit different with our Stockkart.
Yes. Yes. I think I like it.
Other than that, Skegness itself was pretty forgettable. So we got involved yet again, in quite a bit of silliness. A couple of drivers were having a bit of an argument and we got involved, which actually led to the first day it was actually getting knocked out of 3 races, out of 3. 2 of them was directly by one of the drivers, but not on purpose. Then the same driver in the 3rd one did something a little bit naughty and took us out, and none of them were actually aimed at us. It was between him and someone else. So come the next day, unfortunately, we'd got a bent steering, we'd got a bent steering rack, we'd got all kinds of issues, and we had to reset the car completely. And the following day, we're average, but it weren't great. It sort of spoiled us weekend. So Skegness was one to forget, sorry, not one to remember. So we just wrote it off and moved on. So next up was meant to be Northampton, but we're not a fan of that. So we will be going back to Bradford on the 21st of September. So next up it's Bradford. We're on tomorrow. Tonight has been mayhem. There's been crashes galore, it's been wet through, slippy, everything's mudded up to eyeballs. Is it going to be carnage? Is it going to be mayhem? Or are we even going to be able to race? Keep watching. So why are we doing Bradford? Long story short, the cart's been crap. It's been crap at Buxton, it were crap at Skegness. It wasn't good enough. We still scraped some results, but it were pretty atrocious. After wins at Cowdenbeath and wins at Bradford and been fast and on the pace, we're really getting annoyed. So we decided to do Bradford last minute and said, listen, if we go with our setting that we had at Bradford last time and we won, and it raced all right, we knew that the kart was all right, but we were doing something wrong in the settings. So that's why we're going to Bradford. We're going to try the original settings that we had last time at Bradford, and hopefully, fingers crossed, even though the weather's down to be a bit naff, we will see where the kart stands. So we're doing this because we need to. Watch this space.
Bradford is at the ready. Your leader is now Chris Buxton in 17. Rob Key in photo, pushing at the back of 141 Hill for second place. Martin Rob Buxton in 27 is now getting attacked by Ryan Stewart in 791 down the far side to the final side. Will be the last one move to win in second place. As Rob Key pushes 141 Darren Hill, but doesn't quite get him wide. And Chris Buxton 17 takes.
So another win at Bradford, and 2 good results other than that, meant that we knew one thing, that our car wasn't damaged, but we were struggling with the settings. The problem was, the next up was the biggest race of the year for us, the Gold Roof Championship at Buxton. A track that not only did I not like racing anymore, but the kart didn't have a setup for. It's time. Yep, that's right, it is time for the end of 8 months worth of racing all around the country. It's time for our Gold Roof. The Gold Roof is the championship that everybody wants to win. This is our story. And now for the sport. So in the rough and tumble world of the stock carts, this week marks the date of the World Final, the Gold Top Race, where 36 racers will battle it out to the death for the coveted Gold Roof. Previous winners, such as YouTube sensation Mark McCann, the legends that are Danny Nunn and Carl Nunn, Joe Higgins and current champion Kai Pelagi, will all be watching on to see who takes the coveted Gold Roof this year. This year's race will be from Buxton, and you can follow it all on our YouTube channel, TDR Racing, which is TDR TV 17. From all us here at the studio, please enjoy.
You've shown that you go wherever I will go and make yourself known. The feeling I'm gonna die again is taking up my time again. And no one needs to try, babe. I don't need your lies again. It's safe to say that I'm not going out this way, 'cause you make me pay. I know.
So yeah, we got to Buxton. The scene was set for the big race. Formula Ones were also there for their shootout. So what are you saying then, Tarmac King?
God saved me.
Is it going to rain?
Yeah, but in about an hour.
Bollocks.
Liam, final thoughts? We might as well put some thoughts on a video phone.
Yeah, should be a good race.
That was very professional, that, wasn't it? You're like a touring car driver with what you've just said. Just as we're about to go on this parade lap that we were worried about, this happened.
Select your character.
We've got a safe zone. Hey, buddy, thank you. Hey, mate, thank you.
We had a bit of an last week.
I did.
Enjoy.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, guys.
A few moments.
On the outside, nobody wearing, but on the inside, it's just a train. Probably a dozen or more there, just. So it's 380 that leads. 229 is in second.
3 and 4, guys. Go low on 3 and 4.
So as the night draws in, we've just had heat 2. So the final, let's start with the final, the big one. The one that races every year and everybody wants it. Yeah, so we started well. We were on the 6th row, so we were always going to have a chance. And within a few laps, we were running in the top 3. We dropped to 4th, and then unfortunately, when you're at the front, people always want to get you out of the way. So we got shoved wide and spun round a little bit. So, so yeah, with the gold top, it's always a bit more of a race than normal. A lot of build-up, a lot of people panic and stuff, or it can certainly get the nerves. We'd done really badly at Buxton and weren't looking forward to it at all. But it slotted into place. We found ourselves after a few laps actually thinking we had actually had the pace to stand a chance. Unfortunately, obviously what happened, and we got spun out and we had to fight his way back. But the second race, we got a second and we proved to everybody that we had the pace, and I think I proved to myself that we got the setting right. In the third race, in the dark, we were leading it for quite a while. Then we ended up at second, I think we were, when we got involved with a back marker basically just tripping us up, and that was the end of our night. But overall, we'd certainly found a setting that worked at Buxton. So, yeah. So after the gold roof, the only thing that we had left now, guys, was to go to Ipswich. We'd never been to Ipswich before. We missed the Buxton on that day because we went to Scunthorpe. Hendersford was one that we had work commitments and couldn't do. Ipswich we've always wanted to do. And then, to be honest, that would be it for the season. Buxton was a day where we were on a track day, and the Skegness test day was a work problem as well, so we weren't going to get to do any more. So we went to Ipswich, we rocked up last minute, it weren't something planned, and we rocked up by ourselves. Just me. I said we rocked up, but it was just me. So there isn't a lot of our races on there, unfortunately. But yeah, final one of the season, Ipswich.
Racing it can either spoil your weekend or make your whole week. There's very rarely an in-between.
Have a guess which we had this weekend.
So yeah, the season ending Ipswich won for us. We were by ourselves, like I say. We're not beat about the bush. You've just seen from the quick video. We did sustain damage, unfortunately. So first race we were running in third when a restart caused a bit of problems and someone came flying through, didn't use the brakes and took a few of us out. Unfortunately that led to a puncture, so we had to pull off. The second race was wet or a bit moist, not very good in wet. Like I say, I still think our karts do a flick switch or something for them to be two-wheel driving wet. We'd certainly put a better show on, I think, which moving forward seems to be the thing that a lot of the track promoters are wanting. And then the third race, which was the final, as you can see from the video, we were doing pretty well on that one as well, until unfortunately the back end snapped and someone drove straight through the side of us. They had nowhere to go. Sorry if I spoilt their race, but that was just the way the season had been. All season was either good luck or no luck at all. So yeah, that was the Ipswich, and that was our season done. So we'll finish 2025's review. Next to us, Red Wall, why not? So yeah, 2025 in numbers. So we only did, well, we didn't even do half of the meetings last year. We only did 2 qualifiers, but still qualified at the front of the gold roof. We finished as first ever gold roof, so that's a start. We came 3rd in the Scottish Championship. We came 5th in the British Championship. We were well over 100 points, and as average points per meeting, if it did work that way, would be up there with the best. Unfortunately, we probably ended the season in a yellow, but that's only because we just didn't do any meetings. And that I know of, as far as I know of, because unfortunately we couldn't get to the end of season work to do, we've actually ended up as Bradford track champion, so I'll take that. Possibly not racing at Bradford this year, but that's just one of them things. So yeah, overall, the overall season stats for this year have been a lot better. Other than that, we obviously got the new workwear. Our vlogs went from a few hundred to almost 1,000 every vlog. As always, anything to do with stock cars always pulled a lot more than stock carts, because we are quite niche. It'd be nice to see if I can find a way around that, and if anyone knows of a way around that, let me know. But that is 2025. Thank you to all our sponsors. Our main sponsors, Betty's Surf, that have been with us for a good few years now. We've obviously got Power Maxed and Liquid Molly that have always supported us, as have Cooper's Filters. GME, obviously the reason why we got the car in the first place, always helped when they needed to. And Autotech in Barnes were sponsors in 2025. Looking forward to 2026. At the moment, I'm not going to lie, we don't have anything lined up at all. So watch this space and we will update you. We have got a little bit of a different vlog coming. We've been trying to do a sit down, me and Cara, to talk through racing a little bit by ourselves, a podcast style, let's say it, but we've not really had a chance, but we should be doing that within the next couple of weeks. But thanks for watching.